Hello everyone, I'm Fatal Oasis. Thank you for tuning into my stream here on twitch.tv/Fatal Oasis or watching the VOD on youtube.com/@Fatal your monitor's not screwed up. I'm over here on the left in the bottom corner. I should bump that music. I'm in the bottom left corner because it makes the layout easier. I have this beautiful side camera here where it's above and to the right of whatever I'm doing here. And there's just like empty space here because you don't need to see my stomach. That's not why this camera exists. So I can put the book over this corner and then put me on this side. And when I switch back to the other scene, now the book's just over here instead. I think this works. So on our Lego Rivendell build, we're building the side tower, as you can see from the instruction book, the leftmost piece here. Can you see my cursor? You cannot? There you go. This left tower here. That's what we're building. You can see we've got the statues out front, but we don't have this section yet, or anything else. So let's get to that. I keep leaning off camera here. I need to adjust that. Whoop. How's that? That seems better. Yeah. I should actually shrink me so that more of me fits in frame left to right. Now I'm a lot less likely to go off camera. There we go. Go ahead and lock these in. Alright, what page was I on? 97, I think? Yes. Alright, we're on bag number 7. I don't know what this is, but we're building 3 of them. Or are these like archways? These might be archways. Alright, so I'm going to set this aside real fast. Oh. Scepter statue immediately came off of the build, so that's fun. I'm going to mute while I open this bag. Really wish they worked on getting paper bags for everything, because I don't like plastic bags. Trying to get rid of them. Alright, so we need a bunch of things. We need 6 of these. Six 3-link connectors. Six empty barrel connectors. And 6 double-length connectors as well. Six of these barrel connectors with plus rods on them. 3 of... Not in here, not in here. 3 of these 1x1 bricks with 2 side pips. And then 6 of these arches. Or arch segments. Everything else goes away. Oh, I just knocked Sam off the build here. Is this in shot? This is not in shot. Alright. Step 1. I'm doing this 3 times, so I'm going to do this 3 times. Get things. Then put some gold connectors on them. Hey Destiny, how are you? 2 week no games, wow. Having fun playing the ones you bought? Alright, then we add the arch pieces. I just thought how I need to change this monitor real fast. Hey, the chat box is, or not the chat box, the instructions are going to get real small in a second. Whoop. Oh, they did not get that small. There they go. Right there. I needed to put chat on the left side of this monitor. I am dealing with... Oh, you did get more games? Oh, okay. I am dealing with having to use a different monitor than normal. Normally I use a vertical monitor for my left monitor here. That monitor broke. It started making weird noises of sounded almost like power arcing on the board inside, which is always a great sound, right? To hear sparks. There we go, that'll work. So I have an old, very old, horizontal monitor that can't go vertical. I mean, I could, if I find a way to mount it vertically, I can, but it doesn't have, it doesn't have the same mounting bracket as my other my other monitor had. So I can't just use that. And right now it's on it's on my subwoofer for my 2.1 speaker system that is 22 years old. Yeah, these speakers are old as heck, but they work great. You're getting through your backlog too. Mario and Luigi Brothership. How is that? I am a huge fan of the other Mario and Luigi games. But the quality has been slowly decreasing in the series, and I'm wondering how the latest one is. Is it still like $60 or something? Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed. Nice. Mario Kart DS. Very nice. And the Lego 3DS games. Cool. Alright, what am I doing? Double barrel connectors. I don't know which way is going to be the facing way on the build, so I don't know whether to put these notches. Each of these has a notch. Where's the camera? There it is. A small notch in it. Autofocus, come on. No. Focus on this. You can do it. Fine. Yeah, each of the barrels has a small notch in the middle. And I don't know which way is the front for these arches yet, so I'm just going to leave them. And we'll twist everything around when we get to it. There we go. Then the blue 3-length connector rods. And these pluses. So it says to actually have the gaps facing forward. I'm gonna look ahead and see what the hell we're doing. Okay, so these will attach as arches where this is the front face with the hole in it, not with the pip on it. So I need to make sure that all of these gaps are facing straight forward as I add these plus connectors to everything. Brothership is interesting, story-wise it's good, music is great. Yeah, Mario music is always great. And the flow between the islands is good, not much backtracking. Besides side missions, of course. Animations are slower. That's one of the complaints I have with games a lot, is when animations are just too slow, so it just takes forever to do everything. I've got no problem with them starting slow, but then, you know, maybe speed them up eventually. Fancier needed for telegraph. Oh, right. Telegraphing enemy attacks, and because it has the active battle system where it's turn-based, but then during an attack animation, if you press a button at the right time, you deal more damage or block or whatever. So okay, I dropped one. Load times, well, not too bad, do stack up after a while. That sucks. I've been playing some Mario Kart World, and that game is pretty good. It's not worth getting a Switch 2 for if that's the only game you want. I've told this story a few times. I got a Switch 2 because I got really lucky. I was out already, and I wasn't looking to get a Switch 2, but I stopped for lunch at a location in a strip mall right next to a closed game store. And when I came out from getting my lunch, there were 4 people in line in front of the store. And the one in front, I went up to him and I said, like, hey, there wasn't a line here before. You guys showed up fast. And the person in front pointed at his phone and said, yeah, but there should be enough. There should be plenty for everybody. And I was just like, oh, okay. This console that's sold out everywhere for the last week or so, 2 weeks, is just gonna be here? Cool. And then I remembered that I have a 6-hour flight next week out to the West Coast, and then a 6-hour flight coming back. I'm like, I really could play some Mario Kart, and I'm gonna be out there eventually, or I'm gonna be getting a Switch 2 eventually. So, hey, why not? I would say Mario Kart World is great. It's another great Mario Kart game. Uh, but don't get a Switch 2 unless you have an actual reason to. Okay, so how is this connecting? These are connecting to... Here we go. To the pluses in the bottom of the columns here. And then... the top pip here does not connect to anything. So these are kind of just going to be hanging. Not hanging, but like loose. Yeah, I wish like this connected to something, but actually, because this is like right up against the pillar, this is pretty stable. I'm gonna put this like this so I can see it. Here we go. Oh. I'm gonna take this one out. Remember how last week I mentioned that this wall had this random diamond shape in it? And that was weird. Why would they do that? It's so this pip can fit in it without like colliding with the face of what would be a tile. So it kind of just fits in there. It's not like it's making it snap into anything. And if that's as far as that can go, I should get all of them lined up. There we go. The load time should be fixed on the Switch 2 version. That's good. Brothership is in like the same with the Dream Team, around 50 to 80 hours. Yeah, the Mario and Luigi games tend to be long since they're RPGs.
Hi!
Hey Glass, how are you? We just added these beautiful archways. And now we're adding some green somethings on top. Hot? Yeah, turn on the air conditioner. It's like 90 something here, or was today. And I had to go out to run an errand, and that was a mistake. I was sweating on the way to my car in the parking lot outside. It's not... it's also like super humid. I think we're having some sort of gigantic humidity wave over the next week where like literally the most humid it could be, like 100% humidity in the middle of the day with 90 degrees heat. I'm just realizing, let's see, how do I convert that to... Hey Heller, how are you? Let's see. So I'm converting to Celsius in my head. 1 second. So it's 58, 5/9. So that's... It's not like 40. No, it's not like 40 degrees. 35 Celsius. London reached 42. Yeah. 98.6 equals 37 C. Okay. So, yeah, it reached around 35 today. Then 35, 36. It was miserable. I stayed inside as much as I could. This makes sense all the way down. We're just adding this trim layer. It came up for your wonders. Yeah, I opened another Guzzlord EX in Pokemon TCG Pocket. I already had 2, I think, so when the set becomes available for trade, like later this week, I'll be able to trade it. There's a new set coming out soon. Okay, now we're building, looks like another wall, ×2. I'll do 2 of these. Also convinced the bonus wonder picks only show up when you have around 2.5 hearts. I don't think so. About 38C, down to 22-ish today. That sounds nice. You're out west. I don't know how far out west the humidity wave is, so I don't know if it's like muggy as heck out there in the 90-degree heat. Oh, really? Weird. It's both weird that you didn't get a Leafeon and that it didn't show up until the... I thought I've had it show up when I was at full, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just misremembering because I do that all the time. Alright, so on 2 of these, I'm gonna need all of these probably. We have to build 2 of these walls, or whatever these are. Alright, so I'm just gonna do 2 of these at the same time. Alright, so we're building like a small table thing. Putting 2 bed ones on it with various pips. My volume's okay, right? You'd tell me if something was wrong. I had to adjust all of my Discord settings, or not Discord, all of my sound settings yesterday. Fantastic. That's good to hear. Thank you. There we go. Then we do some vertical wall, vertical pip nonsense. Get a bunch of these. I'm gonna zoom in on this. This is not a LEGO ASMR stream glass, I'm sorry. If you want that, they are available. I wonder what we're gonna put on the back side here with the 1 pip. Is it focused? As for my games, it was Big Brain Academy on the Wii, Brain Train / More Brain Train, Carnival Fun Fair Games, Art Academy, Dark Void, Sonic and Sega Transformed Racing, and Just Dance. That sounds like a lot of things you would find at a yard sale. Yes, absolutely. Puzzle brain games taking a hold, yeah. I was part of the Brain Age craze. I had Brain Age, and I don't remember if I had another one of those. But Eventually, I stopped caring and lent them to my mother, along with one of my old, I think, yeah, she got my broken my DS with the slightly cracked hinge, because I had one of the original DSs that the hinge cracked real easily. Those were DS Lights, right? Yeah. Turns out when you tighten a screw a little too tight, the plastic wears away faster than you'd think. This camera's jumping around like hell. What is going on? Oh, it is laggy as heck too. Alright, well, we're not gonna use this then. Overhead cam it is. Yeah, that looks better too. Alright, so we got these things so far. Where was I? Step 122 I just did. So now we're adding some dark gray uprisers. And some of these windows. I gotta remember that since everything's on the left side, I gotta move everything slightly to the right. To my left, to your right. Depending on which way you're facing. If you're facing the screen, I have spent a lot of time lately planning out for the Mario Kart Megathlon that I do for my streaming anniversaries in January. I'm planning it now because Mario Kart is available to me and very fun. And I'm spending a lot of time planning it because for those that don't know, Mario Kart World has it has the normal 30 racetracks, but then it has roads connecting them because it's an open world game, and a lot of the Grand Prix and then the new Knockout Tour events are driving those roads between, because all of the roads are designed like racetracks with items and jumps and turns to drift around and obstacles and everything like that. So I've been planning for my Megathlon, figuring out how to drive on every road and what that would look like as an event that would have a score. So that's fun. I'm having lots of troubles where I've given myself a bunch of rules like, okay, since most of the tracks you can drive in two directions on, so you can go like from Mario Circuit to Toad's Factory, or you can go the reverse way from Toad's Factory to Mario Circuit. I went through the Grand Prix, the single player events, and any one direction that shows up there I'm not doing, and instead I'm doing the other way. So I'm limiting all of my options to hell, where it's become a logic puzzle of I need to map out these routes and not duplicate any routes and figure out how to get from here to there without overlapping anything. Because I've also added a bunch of extra rules that really don't need to be there. Like, in order to make the maps look nice, what the hell am I building here? The side flanks? Oh, Destiny got astrology for the DS? Wow. There's nothing to the game. It's just like, today you will have a good day. You are Pisces. That means you will find help in others today. As if that's not something that we do every day. Anyway. Hey, some people need that extra motivation, and it works for them, so I'm not going to knock it too hard, but like, I don't know that birthdays have an effect like that. Sounds like you're planning a traveling cart salesman problem. Absolutely, that's exactly it. And the map, if you just Google Mario Kart World map, you'll probably have to put Mario Kart World in quotes so you don't get a Mario Kart World map. You'll see all the different routes, and I'm trying to make it, so none of the lines can cross in any individual event. Each event is 8 races long of the 30 tracks. I can't use any of the same directions as in the Grand Prix. And then, if possible, avoid the same directions as Knockout Tour, which is the other main single-player event. And then, since each race course can both be a start and a destination, starting line and a finish line, I want to balance them out. So if a course has 6 roads into it, I want 3 of them to be starting lines and 3 of them to be finish lines. Which then means that, as balanced as possible. So if a place only has 7 roads in/out of it, 3 of those are starts, 3 of those are finishes, and then 1 of them is kind of up to me, and I can use that as some wiggle room, but it means that I need to... I originally had a rule of I want to make 1 path that goes everywhere and hits everything without ever, like, if you're drawing a map and you don't ever pick up the pencil, that's impossible. I found that out really fast. Turns out, is it map theory or color game theory or something? I don't know. There's some theory that says that no, you can't. There are too many courses that have an odd number of exits. Anyway, I've definitely figured out what the last day of the event, what the last race of the event will be. Because it's the one that goes to Rainbow Road. Traveling cart salesman across the bridges of Königsberg. Which one is that? Which one is the bridges of Königsberg? Hey, I'm just happy that I don't have to ferry a fox, a chicken, and a bag of grain across these routes. It has a relationship celebrity checker. What? You're only 33% with Barack Obama? Wow, Destiny. I thought I knew you. I did not think I knew you. The color picker is just the same result every time, even changing the clock. Well, it's based off of your personality, and the game has decided that you're a very blue person. Also, blue is like an everyday color for a lot of people. It's just like, I guess I'm wearing jeans today, like every day. 87% with Mozart. Wow. You'll absolutely get along greatly with that dead guy. It's a problem that started your exact finding about the number of... Oh, yes. I don't know why I learned that fact in like 2nd grade, but I learned that in 2nd grade that if you have a map, that if you want to make a drawing, like a pencil drawing, without picking up your pencil, you can only have 2 or 0 odd intersections. So, for example, you can't draw a peace sign without picking up your pencil or overlapping lines, because it has 4 intersections with an odd number of lines. Anyway, I'm spending a lot of time and having a lot of fun trying to solve this puzzle I've made for myself. Alright. So these go up the tower. And a teacher that explained the Monty Hall problem about that age. I didn't learn about that one until I think college. Alright, so now I've got 2 of these wall things. Oh, we're building the front section now. Alright, has this camera... Okay, that seems fine. You said Mario Kart Marathon, I was thinking for a hot second. Is he really going to be that stupid to do every track from every game back to back? Hey, Destiny, you should check out my Mario Kart Megathlon 2022, where I did exactly that. I played every Mario Kart, played every Grand Prix to play every track. That was my 2nd year streaming anniversary celebration. Then the year after that, I did every track in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which was 96 tracks. And I kept a running tally of my scores throughout those. 400 plus tracks. That number seems wrong. Mario Kart 8 has 96 tracks. Mario Kart 7 had 48. Mario Kart Wii had 24. GameCube had 16. N64 had 16, so that's another 96, so that's 192. DS had 32, so that's 92. 224. Game Boy Advance had 40, so that's 264. SNES had 20, so that's 284. It's 284 tracks. In Mario Kart World, there are 30 courses, and if you count all of the roads between them, including both directions on all tracks that you can drive in both directions, there are a total of 232 races you can do. I'm only choosing one direction on those 2-direction roads, and I'm not doing the courses themselves because all of the races from one point to another include a lap of that final track. So that's 106 races. 106? Yes, 106. And it looks to be that I can do it in 13 events that most of them are 8 races each. So, you know, I've done a lot of planning. All right, what the hell am I building here? More walls for working our way down the sections here. All right, get this out of here. We need 2 long bricks. I'm gonna switch cameras again. 2 short bricks. 2 of these 3 length tiles that have 2 pips on them. I don't know what to call these, if they're tiles or if they're plates, because they have pips, but they're not where standard pips normally are. 4 of these 2x1s. 2 of these 1x1 blocks with plus holes, and 2 of these 1x1 blocks without holes. It's weird that the 1x1s with the plus holes were in the small bag, but the 1x1s without were just in the big bag. Sounds like a lot of fun? Yeah. I am thinking a lot about ways I could do. I spent, let's see, yesterday I spent, how long? Probably 3 or 4 hours attempting to build out the rest of the days of the course, and failing because I ran into some issues of backing myself into a corner where now I have this isolated section that only has 4 tracks or 5 tracks available or something. So I can't make a race of 8 out of that. So then I had to back up a lot. And then, okay, so let's try and start from over there. And yeah. I'm sure if I knew how to program, I could make a computer program to run that would do all this optimization for me. Wait, what the hell? Why did we do that? Oh. I just questioned why we've got this piece. This is the side panel, step 3. We're adding this tile with 2 pips. And why they did this instead of just having a normal 3x1, because it's just into a piece. And the answer is, I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure, let's see, this goes on that side. Okay, no, the 3x1 would have these circles in the middle, and that would collide. Okay, so yeah, it does have to be this piece. They could have designed that to not need this, but okay, that's what they did. Alright, so then we do a brick on here, then a plus, then a 2x1 flat, and that. And then the same thing over here, but mirrored. Alright, these will go. This one goes over here, and it goes on these 2 pips and this pip in a specific way that you need the 3x2 on this side. But they could have just... Oh, wait. No, they couldn't. It's going to be offset by half a block. Like this, right? Yeah, because it doesn't go here lined up with the rest of the build. It goes here, half a block, half a pip over. Maybe you can see it better if I do it on this side. It doesn't go... Come on. Here, lined up, it goes here. That's so weird. April Fools, instead of the Mario Kart phase, is going to play Garfield Kart. That sounds... Actually, it sounds like a good plan. Or Sonic Racing. But I've heard Sonic Racing is actually good. So, it's not really like joke meme. Alright, now we're doing 2 of these 1x2s. I've seen Garfield Kart be played. I don't know that I could stream it for 2 hours. I think I would give up after 15 minutes. The new Sonic Racing game? Well, that one's... Is that one out yet? Because I was talking about Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Because I've heard that that game is good. You just got it. How is it? Alright, these line up with the plus block here. And we get our giant semicircle here. One of these, one of these, and 4 these. Alright, this goes upside down. Build this. I'm actually excited to see what that new Sonic racing game looks like how it plays and everything. I'm sure it's going to be just as good as the most recent, like, Racing Transformed. But, like, there's a reason it was called Sonic and All-Stars, so that they could add other non-Sonic characters to it. So it makes sense to put... You don't like Transformed? It's the first game controls better with its drifting mechanics. Oh, okay. And this goes here, which you can't see because of the angles of things. Alright, that finally locks in this section pretty well. What the heck are these things? The heck? It just has, it's just a 1x1 block. Here, let me put it on something so my fingers aren't in the way. It's a 1x1 block with like this weird ornate piece sticking out the side. And they go sticking out from right where the other one is, right there. Here's to see how the new Kirby Air Ride turns out. Yes, absolutely. Almost looks like a pulley wheel. No, I mean, a little bit, but the side is a spiral, not just... Let me get a better angle of this. Here, let me autofocus here. There we go. Now you can see all the little creases in my hand. There we go. That's better. So it's like a spiral on the side. It does have like what looks like a pulley on the front. Weird. The transformed unlocking the content makes you go through the campaign. All the Mario Kart games do that. I guess unlocking the content, well, yeah, because normally the higher tiers of races and difficulties are locked until you play through single player. In Mario Kart World, the special cup, which is the cup that includes the last 4 races, just doesn't show up at all until you play all of the other Grand Prix, which is 7 Grand Prix, so 28 races. There's mirror mode doesn't show up until you play all of the Grand Prix on 150cc, which is the highest speed, and all of the knockout tours, and do considerable amount of work in free roam mode. Not considerable, but enough to prove that you've done it, like 10 of each type of collectible. Also, free roam mode is kind of fun. It's kind of fun to just drive around and find stuff. It's very screwing around in Breath of the Wild vibes. Speaking of which, I should play... I have the higher tier of Nintendo Online, so I should play the Switch 2 versions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Since apparently the upgrades are included. What is it? What are we making here? Is this a table or something? This goes next to, but not on... Oh, it goes on top of the weird swirly things. April Fool's on a Wednesday next year. Thank you for looking that up. Because I know this year it was on a Sunday. It was on a Sunday, so I was able to do Sunday with Friends April Fool's stuff. That was fun. No, it was on a Tuesday. I just did my April Fool's stuff on a Sunday. Okay, I'm gonna look at this. What are we building? It's not even down all the way. Okay, I'm gonna... Come on. I'm gonna take these weird parts with the swirls off of the... Yeah, that's what it was. I also gave you way too many hints that it would be an April Fool's stream. I shouldn't have done that. Although I don't know what I should have done instead. Like, I could have lied to you and said, hey, we're playing this game. Make sure you have it ready. And then been going live and saying, LOL JK, look at your Discord. Was perfect? Thank you. Okay, what the heck? How do I get a good... Okay, that's not the angle that the book has. The book has more like this. Okay. And then I need to be over here. I need to be like way over here so you can see what I'm doing. Cool. Sure. Now what am I doing? I need a 1x3 and a 1x1. this is sticking out of... Oh, this is on... I'm going to call this a table even though I don't know what it is. So this is going over and sticking out over the table. It's on the table there, on the corner of it. Now you get to do it again next year. I mean, I could do it again. Friend streams are Sundays so that I can get people in who have normal 9 to 5 Monday to Friday jobs. If I try to do a friend stream on Wednesday, a lot of people would say, yo, what the heck, you know I live on the West Coast and you stream at like 3 p.m. I'm busy. Oh, it's sticker time. Oh, it's a writing desk. That's what we're looking at. It'll be a Chase Lounge. That's kind of what I like. I don't know. But apparently it's a writing desk because we're putting a book on it. So I'm going to take this and set it aside. Actually, I'm going to leave it right there. Switch cameras. Oop. Zoom the heck in. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, so we need back of book, front of book, little thing, and sticker number 7 and 12. Okay, 12 is on this sheet, and 7 is on this sheet. These look very familiar, almost like I just put this book together on my Shire one. Gotta head to sleep now. Good night. Good night, Destiny. Thanks for stopping by, etc. Alright, so the inside of the book I can put on however I want. Well, I mean, in one of the two directions. Like, I mean, I could wrap it around the piece if I wanted to, but I figure that's not really how Bilbo wrote. It'd be impressive. Get way in here. Alright. This way. Down. There's good. I should put this on a piece so I can manipulate it easily. And I used all my long pieces. This will have to do. Perfect. And then this book, I need to figure out how it snaps together to make sure I'm putting it on the front face correctly. Okay, it goes like that. So the front face is like this. So I'm going to do this right side up to me, which will be upside down to you. I would apologize, but you can deal with it. Start goes on top, yeah? Yeah. There we go. Put the pages in the book. Beautiful. I want to check this book against the one in the Shire build. 1 second. Moving around my whole set. Here we go. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go on break right now because I tried to grab the book without moving my Shire. Actually, you know what? I can. Nah. I have the Shire build on my set, background set, but I had to reach around it to try and get to the book, and I dropped it behind the table, so now it's very hard to get. So I need to go grab that. I'm also going to get up, stretch, get some water, and stuff like that. So everyone stick around. I'll be back in just a few minutes. And I'm back. Hi. I got some water. I fished the book out of the back of Bilbo's desk. And as you can see, there are different colors. The older one, sorry, I guess the Rivendell. Okay, so I don't know which version of the book is supposed to be older chronologically by canon. Like, this is the one from the Rivendell build, which is the set that came out first. So this is technically the older set of pieces. This is the newer set from the Shire. But the Shire is in a few different time periods. It has Bilbo attending his 111th party. It has the ring being burned up in the fireplace. It has this book on the desk that if the ring is being burned up, Bilbo should have taken the book with him. So, like, I don't know what time period the Shire piece is actually supposed to be, or if it's just like, we don't care. So I don't know which is actually the newer version of the book, but I do know the older set of pieces has a less detailed cover than the newer set. Both have a B at the bottom. This one actually just has one B at the bottom for Bilbo. This one has two B, or I guess Baggins. This one has two B's for Bilbo Baggins. So, and it's got like more detail in the pattern itself. So I guess they redesigned this. I'm gonna set that aside so I don't lose it. But here's our book, which our manual here says, not only is this a great location to write a book, but this desk also provides critical structural stability for the roof and tower that will be attached later. I'm not an architect, but I highly recommend that no one should ever build a desk as a critical structural element for a building. Your roof should not depend on your desk being there. But hey, if that's what they want to do, then fine. Like I said, I'm not an architect. Oops. What did I do? I hit the update button for DroidCam accidentally. It's fine. I was able to say no. Alright. Switch cameras here. Oh, we also need the other... Oh, the book is actually attached to the desk here. That's great. They should do that on the Shire build. Where's my sense of adventure? Look, if I wanted adventure, I'd go out hunting dragons. I didn't even notice that the edge of the book here is... It's got the extra round piece so that clips can just snap into it. Snap onto them. Alright, so again, I needed to have this... Wait. It was over like this, yes, and then all the way over here. There you go. Now you're seeing it. So I guess they're saying that this and this will have pieces that connect to the top of it. And yeah, the book just sits there on the desk. And I like that a lot better than the Shire's desk of just... It's a desk that you literally just set the book on and then hope it doesn't fall out, and it immediately falls out. Alright, now we're getting our quill and candles or lanterns of some sort. Two of these 1x2s. I'm going to do it up here so you can see it. Some black pips, some gold, like weird stand pips, a white weird gold stand. A clear one? A clear one. Uh-huh. 2 tan barrels, 2 flames, and one of these quills that they gave me 3 of. Alright, do I do this twice? I do different things. One of them just gets a candle. Barrel, and then this weird gold stand. One by one goes upside down, and the flame goes in that. And this one goes left side. Oh, we only need one of the black. Oh well. Oh, it's an inkwell. It's a black pip with a clear glass top. That makes sense. I just realized that there are probably a lot of people who, nowadays, who don't know what an inkwell is. I'm just trying to think of that, like of course, because technology advances so much that people think of ballpoint pens, and less so now that everyone's typing everything. So nobody would need to write with quill and ink. I guess fountain pens Well, no, fountain pens have the ink in them by definition, right? Alright, we're adding more onto the side towers. We're not done with those, apparently. We're gonna be done with them. I wonder what percentage of school kids don't ever learn what an ink and quill is. I mean, I assume from Minecraft that some know, but you know. Need those and those, and 2 of these gray ones, and I bet this is the last thing for the bag, huh? Okay, so these go on the side pillars. There, and then here. Yeah, that's right. More or less. So I learned it back in my day. We had a field day. No, it wasn't a field day. It was like a class trip to a small, like, town that was... describe it. It was like showing... It was to show kids what growing up in the 18th and 19th centuries was. So, like... And it was like a sleepover stuff. We had bunk beds. And... let's see, we did some blacksmithing or like ironworking. Some sheet metal making, or bending rather. And yeah, we went to a classroom or a schoolhouse, I guess, where we were all assigned different grades. The youngest kids were in the front to learn the alphabet. Then I don't remember like how many different grades there were, but I was all the way in the back of the class with the desks facing the wall because I was like marked as one of the oldest students in like the highest grade. So my assignment was writing with quill and ink, and the kid next to me had absolutely no idea what to do to make the quill right. And I picked it up pretty fast, though it turns out that writing with quill and ink is really sloppy and it's a mess. Or at least it was for me, a kid in junior high school. Alright, bag number 8. I'm going to mute to open this up. Alright, so this is a smaller bag than normal. I do see pieces for Angry Bilbo. And a lot of pieces that are very rolly, and I'm going to put them over here in a tray. Candlesticks and battleship pegs. So many of them. All right. Bilbo also gets a staff. Does he? Oh, here it is. The text on the side says, "This is the first time in a Lego model we get to meet 111 plus year old Bilbo." Which, I guess, yeah, at the time it was. Don't let him see the ring, or he might get a bit too excited. So he's got his tan suit or vest and pants. This is gonna be 100% be super angry Bilbo here. Although I don't think he was holding his staff when he got super angry. It'd be like, ah. What? Give me the ring. If you know what we mean. I don't remember what I said that was in any way I don't remember what I said. Look, Bilbo's gone mad with power. He's gonna eat this. Hold on, let's get my bad Coach Z on. Look out! Look out! Bilbo's... No, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do accents. He's gonna eat the chort. Here to cheat, have a trophy. Alright, we're not putting Bilbo in the build yet, technically. I should take Frodo and Sam out of here, because they're not supposed to actually be there. There we go. You three can just hang out. There we go, good enough. Alright, back to this. We're doing some more making stuff look good. Just adding these little flat panels here and here. This build's been weird so far in that it's not... The bags don't seem to be delineators between, like, sections of the build. You know, we just open bag 8, build Bilbo, and then pick up right where we were of making this desk area look like... It's not like each bag is a floor or like half a floor or something. What is this? Oh, there's a chair. There's an actual chair that snaps down. Probably. Hope. Alright, we need a lot of these pieces. I'm gonna switch back to here. Zoom out a bit, because it doesn't need to be that close. We need 2 of these. 4 of those. 2x2s with back pips. 2x1s with back pips, sorry. 2 of these 3-length plates. Tiles. This upside down rounded piece. This slightly darker 2x2 rounded piece. And 2 of these. 2 of these? Yes. And 2 teal 2x2 tiles. Alright, we take our dark brown 2x2. Add these on either side. We're gonna have up pips. Oops, that's not snapped in. There we go. And a tile. Behold, a seat. Then on this rounded piece one, we do the same thing with the up hips on both sides and put the back on, but then also a 3x1 tile going down the side. Oh, that's how it attaches to the chair. And this one goes on this side. Then we add... See, these look more like pulleys, although they're a little flat on the sides. And then the chair does have a little... The absolute minimum amount of lean you could... This is less lean than an airplane seat. Airplane jokes are still funny in 2025, right? What's the deal with airline food? I just got back from Isengard, and boy are my arms tired. That's how that joke goes, right? I think this is where the chair goes. Should have gone with fine dwarven craftsmanship. They're elves, they're not going to go with dwarven anything. I'm looking at this. I think this has got to be where it goes. And, oh right, we can't have them sit in the chair because their hips don't bend. In order to make the hobbit pieces shorter, the legs are just one solid piece. We can make him stand in the chair. Which looks really funny because he's very angry. Alright. Oh, okay, we're building 1,000 little columns for the front. And hope we get something to secure those really... Actually, I'm going to skip forward a sec. Okay, good. We then immediately build a bar for it. So I don't have to worry about all those falling off. Alright, let's build this little... What is this called? Like a small cushion thing at the foot of a bed for you to sit on. And like put your socks on while you're sitting or something. I know it has a name. My parents have one that they mostly got so that the dog would have an easier time climbing up on the bed. It's just like a seat. Does it have a specific name? I know some of them are like chests that you can open up and store like extra comforters in or whatever. Oh, we need to do a rotato. Now we're looking at the bed. Oh. That's mirrored, so it should be like this. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have a terrible angle on this. What? I heard a click. And then this piece is now seated in further than these. It shouldn't be. What happened? Oh. The arch piece rotated a bit. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I was working on getting that angle. Hey, wait a minute. This seat thing is 3x2, which sits at the foot of this 4 wide bit. Oh, great. Oh. These go here. Alright, that piece is probably lost. These don't go on the pips, they go between them. Maybe? Yes, like that. Aha! The pip was right at my feet. I'm going to try and use this brick puller to put these on, and I'm also going to move this so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, I can't use it because the brick puller is hitting the pips. Cool. I'm going to use this. Nope. I can get it in where it needs to go, but then I can't separate it from the green piece. Maybe if I just put them on the seat and then try and put it in again. This one here. One of them went in. There we go. Alright, then this goes, it was like this. But like this, because you're going to need to see this. But first let's build all the stupid little things. You know what, let's leave that there, switch to this. We need 3 of these, a bunch of these, and oh, the 4 brown pieces were for the seat. We also need 9 of these. There we go, and then add these just like that. And I'm actually going to put that right on here right now. I think putting these on here first is going to be way easier than attaching everything later. There we go. Alright, now I can switch back to here and make these. So So we need 3 more of these long 6x1s. So we start with 1. Put a tile. Then a single pip. Then these are 4x1s. Attach that to the next piece. Another single pip, I assume. Yeah. Continue the pattern. And a 1x1 tile to, or 1x2 tile to finish it. So these will fit into the middle holes there. There we go. Beautiful railing. Alright, now we're building some columns. But not all of them. We're building 1 1/3 columns. What? And then later we're building other... okay. I'll do it in their order because it looks like it's going to get complicated. We start with a tiny little piece. And we get 3 battleship pegs. Plug them in. Put them on the whole thing. And we get a gray 1x1 round piece. Plug it in upside down, and that goes on 2. Then we do the same thing with this. And a single battleship bag. And that goes on 3. And we do... we have this brick and this 1x2. We have the not brick side facing us. Put a single pip on top. And then make a weird complicated machine. So, a single pip piece. Machine's the wrong word. Assembly is the right word. Probably a sub-assembly, since it is then going on another sub-assembly to make an assembly that we will then attach. There, and then a front gray pip. And this whole thing sits on like that. Right? Yeah. Cool. And then we build a long column. Weird complicated machine, the best kind of machine. It's different than a weird complication machine, which is a machine that makes complications. Now I have a long stick, and the long stick goes into here, which means the brick is facing up if I'm putting it like that. Yeah, okay. It'd just get awkward. So I put like this, and then it'll slot in there. And you can't see that at all. What's the best way for me to get this on camera? push this way forward? Yeah, okay. So this is connecting to here. Oh, connecting to here. And then I'm kind of just slotting it into what's there. There we go. That's weird, and it makes me wonder why we put this 2x10 on earlier and not now. But sure. Then we're doing more stuff up top. I'm gonna do... I just killed Frodo. That's it. The whole world is lost. Fellowship is already broken before it started. This goes over on this side. What the hell is this? Alright, I'm gonna look ahead. What the hell is this? Oh, it's like the outside here. Camera froze. Hello? The camera is struggling as a... What? Alright, we'll switch to this camera then. Cool. Let's zoom way out. Is it OBS? Is OBS freaking out? No, OBS is doing fine. No idea. Fantastic. Oh, I should mute this preview. There we go. That might help, but probably not. Alright, let's back up to see what the heck this super complicated thing is. Alright, first get one of those and one of these. Done. And then I'm just going to be doing this. Oh no, then I immediately need a brown 4x1. More of these. Another one of these. Fifth one, it's only 5 wide? Okay. Nope, it's not only 5 wide. It just keeps going. There we go. And then on that side, we get a little white hook. And then we cover everything up. And then after we cover everything up, step 154 there is... Oh wait, hold on, we forgot this. So, oh wait, hold on, we need this 1x2 down here. Because that should have been like 12 steps earlier or whatever. Or it should go on the final... Yeah, the 1x2 should... Oh, it's not connecting to anything. Okay. I guess that makes sense. There we go. We're building another wall for the front middle above that statue there. And then bag 9. So we're almost done with this bag. And I think I'm going to call it a stream there, honestly, because it's getting not super late. It's almost 8 o'clock, but feels like a good place to stop. small sections of bricks to give the illusion that the impression that the entire face is brick, even though it's not. Child yelling in the hallway, crying that they really, really don't want to go somewhere. Again. Oh no, they're crying that their mother took something away from them. Wonder why they did that. Yeah, we got most of a wall. Put an arch on top. And then this. Across the gap there. I wonder if the phone is overheating and that's what's causing the lag spikes. So, yeah, it's fine now. So maybe I just need to reset it every once in a while. This should go right here. And if it fits, there we go. Just like that. And with nothing to secure it until we open bag 9 in 2 weeks. Oh, we're not even securing it right away. We're making the roof. Take a good look at the lower left. I'm gonna zoom in on that. We're making a roof section with all these little tiles on it. So that's gonna be in 2 weeks. A little preview. But so far we're doing pretty well on this. We've got now the second floor has some walls out front. It's got a desk with a book and a chair. The desk will be a load-bearing desk apparently. The top bedroom is more filled out. Looks good. That's gonna do it for stream. Thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. Automatic zoom. There we go. Coming up on stream. Tomorrow is going to be a bonus stream of blueprints. I have some post-game puzzles that are really irking me and I want to kind of figure them out, but I'm kind of running out of directions where I think I can go. So I have some ideas for what to do next, but there is a whole lot of slightly aimless, like, okay, now I just need to hope I pull the right cards to fill out this house. So some of that on Tuesday and on Thursday, right? That's what I listed. Yes, that's what I listed. On Wednesday and Friday, I finished up Dungeons of Hinterberg and Duck Detective, so we're just gonna play some Mario Kart World because starting on Saturday, June 28th, I'm on vacation until July 7th or 8th or something. So yeah, no streams starting on Saturday. Thank you everyone for watching. I do very much appreciate it. Let's get rid of that. I guess that's it. If you want to help me out, you can do all the free things. Follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, like the video, leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite part of this build is so far, if you're watching the YouTube VOD. Thank you very much. And that's it. I think that's it. I don't know. I don't want to ramble. I will see everyone later. Hope everyone has a good whatever time of day it is, and yeah, have a good one.